great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Lions going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the run, Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately, that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They start the drive with Abdullah. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down, Abdullah. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play.
Still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Brandon, I was fortunate enough to call Amir Abdullah's first start in college and his first start in the NFL with the Lions. And with the Lions, he turned the ball over in that first game. Fumbling was an issue in college, and it continued that way his first year in the NFL.
You mean you had a life before you met me?
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring that up. I wanted to keep that away, but yeah, I did.
I'll be in the corner quietly sobbing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky Leopard, let's go. Leopard, back that it up. No. Back that it up, Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And they'll run it here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second down following the run. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From the 50, Stafford. Letting one go deep for Roberts. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. No. Gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw now on first down. The swing pass caught. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Over. Here we go now. Detroit. Watch it now. No.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's not gonna get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Tighten up. Hey, check 24.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Abdullah on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Stafford escaping the pressure. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the end zone, Stafford That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The motion man is Tate. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From his own goal line, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They're going to try and throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down Lions. A toss to Abdullah. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go with Abdullah again, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And now running right through it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Back
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Right side complete. That's Woods. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Blowing. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So we come upon, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Rams getting set to go now. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods yards. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Abdullah, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Stafford gives to Abdullah. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go back to Reddick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot. Leopard. Back there. No. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Marvin Jones, the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 84 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Set. All right, now look at 56. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is a screen to Abdullah. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Stafford here. And Jones has it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Throwing is Stafford, eluding the pressure right. A swing pass caught. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is down to 24. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fights him off. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And running. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you... Yeah!